You're listening to hashtag No Filter with Zack Peter. That's me, your naturally platinum blonde pop culture connoisseur. I'm the reality TV junkie, self-improvement addict, and host with only the hottest tea spilled fresh weekly. For more hot takes, go and give me a follow at Just Plain Zack. I always keep it funny and I always keep it cute. And if you're like me and you want to stay up to date with the latest reality tea, just go and give us a follow at No Filter with Zack on the Instagram. Or you can always join our private Facebook group. The link is in the description below. I hope right now you're sipping some fizzy Housewives-inspired rosé for yourself. As I mentioned, there's going to be some fizzy white wine coming through. So today we're tasting some of the fizzy white wine, dropping very soon. But you can stock up on No Filter Rosé at nofilterwine.com. Head over to nofilterwine.com. So, as you can see, I am not alone today. I have a pal that is helping me break down Real Housewives of Miami. We've been loving it. We've been watching it. We've been obsessed. And we're going to be breaking it down from the beginning, seasons 1, 2, 3, and we'll dive into season 4 as well. So in order to do that, I needed somebody that was not only a Miami native, but a true Miami fan of Real Housewives of Miami back when nobody watched it. Before we even heard of this show, he was a fan. Please welcome Daniel Alexander.
Hey everyone. What's going on? Oh, I was talking to this. I'm sorry.
Into the microphone.
My bad. I'm so sorry.
Is this your first podcast?
It is. This is my first. I've never done this before, so you guys have to bear with me. If I look awkward, leave it in the comments.
Oh, they'll drag you in the comments. Trust me. They drag me every week.
Please drag me. I'm over here awkwardly. I'm literally, when I tell you, I'm drinking wine, but then going back and forth between a cold brew. So the mixture, I don't know about it, but it's giving.
Are we a fan of the No Filter fizzy white?
No, I am. It tastes really, really good. I love it.
You've tried the rosé. Now you have.
I need more Erica quotes though.
We're gonna. Okay, you know that's what we're.
Wait, is that polarizing?
That's what we're. No, we're doing an Erica. That's everybody said it. There needs to be an Erica. They really want an or what can.
Oh yeah, and I'm coming for you. And I want a cartoon of her like this.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be I'm coming. Or what, I'm coming for you. We'll figure it out. We're still in the process of designing it. People are sending in their ideas and submissions, so please keep DMing me. But we'll figure it out. We'll dive into it.
Wait, and you have to make ones also with the Miami girls, a Cuban Barbie. You have to get into it.
We'll see.
You have to do Lisa rubbing her Adriana's feet.
Oh, no. No, that I cannot get into.
No, you have to get into I'm sorry. She is fighting for a lesbian storyline, and I'm here for it.
No. I just... Did you see this week's episode?
Yeah, of course. I watched it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take it back to the beginning.
I'm jumping around. Sorry, guys.
Season 1. Well, let's start with the looks, okay? I need to know how you're feeling about some of these changes that we've seen in some of these housewives. So first up...
Ooh, not the picture. Wait.
So we're going to talk about the looks. We'll break down the first 3 seasons. Then we'll get into season 4. And then you guys sent in a couple of hot takes that we'll play on the show too. But let's get into the looks then and now. I feel like let's start with Alexia. Let's start with the least polarizing one. I think of all of them, Alexia looks the most the same.
Yeah, the same. Actually, I feel like it's the same, but elevated.
Yeah, she's grown, she's matured. I mean, the brows have gotten a lot thicker and the lips have gotten... Okay, so you can tell she's definitely done the filler Botox.
I like a thick brow, though.
I like a thick brow, too. I don't have an issue with the brow. I am a little bothered by the mouth. Because the mouth, this is...
She overdid it. I feel like she overdid it.
Well... I was talking to my plastic surgeon. He says when you're doing, because I know what she's trying to do, and she's trying to get rid of the smile lines.
Wait, what have you had done?
I've only done Botox, but I've been talking to him about doing, I haven't done anything drastic to my face.
You have a No Filter exclusive right here.
No, they know I do Botox. I give them Botox tips. But when it comes to Alexia, because my doctor was telling me about this, what it is she's trying to get rid of the smile lines, which I've asked him about too. And he said what a lot of people do is they get their filler injected into those smile lines, but then it gives you the monkey mouth. What you're supposed to do is get it injected in your cheeks, and then it lifts your face. So you can see she has filler here, and that's why she has this poofed out, because she also has filler in her lips.
I like smile lines.
I don't mind smile lines.
Yeah, they're cute.
Aside from her mouth, I think she looks impeccable and looks the most like herself from season 1.
I do have a comment though. Like in her confessionals, I will say that like, and they fixed it. You can tell as the show went on, like they fixed the lighting. Her boobs and like a couple of like Larsa's and her boobs looked like red, and you can see all the veins.
The veins and the boobs.
And I think it was just a bad lighting choice because then like now in the episodes, like you can't see it at all.
Yeah.
So I think they caught it and then fixed it.
It could have also been like a post-production thing. One thing I did notice in the 3rd season is they added like this glow filter that like made them like look
like RuPaul.
Yeah, it was a bit. It looked like an Instagram filter that like the influencers use now, and I'm like, this doesn't feel natural. Okay, that's Alexia. Let's do Lisa. So with Lisa, I think Lisa also looks the same.
No, when I tell you that's my girl.
Minus a little bit, minus overdoing it a bit with the filler in her cheeks, which she owned up to and had some of it dissolved. Aside from the cheeks, she looks exactly the same. Her body looks insane. I think she looks great.
No, that's my girl. Honestly, she's probably like she's like my favorite. And also her fashion, she has that little like black and white cookie number. Oh my God. I'm like, girl, where did you buy it? I want to wear it.
I'm here for Lisa's vibe.
She's sick. I feel like she even looks like, to be honest, better.
She does look better.
She's a little tigery. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little. There's certain shots of her.
Well, what
it
is, it's the filler in her cheeks, but she had that dissolve. So even in her recent Instagram pictures, she does look tremendously better.
No, I'm into it. But but real quick though, just bringing her up. So all the girls from the Miami franchise, they keep posting like behind the scenes of their confessionals. Mm-hmm. Like they don't clean the area up around them. There's like shoes and shit all over the floor, and they're sitting on a wooden box.
I feel like that's the vibe that they're trying to go for. Look at her. Since she fixed her filler, she looks even better. She looks insane. Oh, that was then.
Are they going to see these pictures?
Yeah.
Oh my God. She is.
Well, that was then, but.
She is the mom I want to be.
If you look at her recent, look at that. She looks incredible.
I mean, these pictures are face-tuned. I mean, they're retouched for sure.
But the structure of her face isn't face-tuned. Like you can smooth the skin, but I mean, just the structure of her face isn't as puffy or large. Like here, that's a little face too. She's like sharp in the face, and then her husband's all blurry.
He doesn't matter. And honestly, you don't even want to hear my opinion about Lenny. But
you don't like Lenny?
Oh my God! First of all, no, it's not that I don't like Lenny. He
you wouldn't
appreciate her, and he doesn't like her. That's my problem.
Yeah,
and
he dismisses her a lot.
No. Even like when they were talking in that episode, and she was like, first of all, she didn't know how old he was turning. So I mean, okay, in Lenny's defense, but then also like. She's like, do we still have the spark? And he's just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And you could tell that he just like wants to shit himself. Like he is not into her. I don't give a shit what anyone says. And that bothers me because like she is really, really pretty. And he needs to give her flowers, okay? Which of course he's given her this amazing life. So I don't feel bad for her, boo-hoo.
I wonder if he's gay too. Herman.
Well, here's the thing is that he's not like, I actually thought he was hot like back in the beginning seasons. He's aged a little bit, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with age. Don't drag me. But he just looks a little bit different now. But for someone with that kind of money, it's not like she's sleeping with like some old crow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's not Tom Girardi.
She could get it up for him. Like
it's not PK.
No. Like he actually had like a sex appeal about him.
He does.
For such a rich guy. So I don't feel bad for her, but I just feel bad that like, I don't know. I feel like money not involved. No one should go through life with someone that just has like lukewarm feelings about them like that, you know?
Yeah. I feel like her life is she gets bored easily. Because she doesn't have, I mean, that's probably why she wanted kids so badly. But then you even see, like, you can tell the nannies take care of the kids way more than she does in some of the scenes that, like, she's a little disconnected from the kids. But at least, I mean, I'm glad Miami came back for her because she at least has something, to do. Okay, let's move on to Marisol.
Let's get into it. Let's get into Mary.
Okay, tell me how you're feeling about Marisol. I think back when the show was originally on, I thought she looked very fake with plastic surgery, but looking back, her season 1 through season 3 look wasn't that bad.
No, so I like her better now, and I love that whole little like we do everything to get reboots, etc. I am just wondering why she's not holding a mojito. Is that what we have now this season? Mojitos, like the previous season? Why is she not holding one? Like it's like Marlo.
Okay, we'll dive in.
Not like Marlo, but I mean, like, why isn't she holding one? Why isn't Adriana holding one? But let me stop jumping the gun.
We'll dive into that. How are you feeling about her transition from season 1 to season 4?
I like her better now. She looks a little bit too tiger lady. But I don't know. Something is like, she had something done. Like something was refined, something was dissolved. I don't know what it was.
It could have been I think she probably got like those threads. Those are really popular right now. That kind of just naturally lift everything.
Like a lifestyle lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she looks great.
Yeah, yeah. No, she's bringing, I mean, she's being herself. She's doing exactly what I expected her to do.
Okay, let's talk about Adriana, because Adriana has also had a bit of a transition. I don't know. I feel like
I have comments.
I hate her hair back in season 1, and I also hate her hair now. And I don't.
Oh God,
Listen.
because I don't like to pick apart women like this, but then I do like, I mean, I'm gay. Of course, I like to pick everything apart. But
I didn't know you were gay.
Oh, well, let me tell you. I mean, I know I'm serving trade, but still. No, my issue. Okay, so if you're gonna have all this work done, I just feel like they should. I don't want to say this. They should have given her a chin.
Yeah.
She never has a chin. She didn't have one back then either. And I just feel like if you're gonna go and be this dramatic, at least get them to like.
The issue is Miami doesn't have good plastic surgery. Like Miami's not known for its plastic surgery.
Wait,
so if
hold
you're
on,
going,
what do you mean? They have bomb ass doctors on there.
Do
like,
they?
Girl, yes. It's just like the girls overdo it. No, Miami has plastic surgery. Like when I tell you, like it's just like LA without mountains. I always tell people that Miami is Los Angeles just with Cubans, not Mexicans, and it's mountains.
You're Cuban.
No mountains.
No, you're not Cuban. What are you?
No, I'm Cuban.
You're Cuban.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I'm telling you.
Okay. How are we rating? Most people voted that she had a glow up since season 1.
No, for sure had a glow up, and I'm glad that she is not with that guy that she was. What was his name again? Frederick. That's right. Because I don't know. You could tell that she definitely was not about that either. Like she has like the whole seasons, she was like convincing herself to be with him, and then like the whole like her living on a boat thing. And I said,
I ain't living on a fucking boat.
Yeah, I'm not living on a boat. I don't care how nice it is. Like I need a home.
Thank you. Okay, let's get into the biggest transformation of all.
Literally the biggest.
Literally. Okay, can we talk about Larsa?
Ooh, it's giving homely. See you shopping at TJ Maxx, and then it's like, bam, I got an OnlyFans. It's a big, like if I was Scotty, I'd be wanting to hit that again.
Her entire face has completely changed. And I get it. She was so tiny back in the day, and I get it. Curves are in compared to back then. The Kardashians brought butts back, but like to me, it's a bit much. The lips, I think, could be a little less. And I think even some of the face filler could be a little less. I don't mind the curves of the body. I don't mind the big boobs. Hair, sure. Everybody has a little extra hair on top, like on her head with extensions. But like,
I will say she does look, it is a little bit much, but at the same time, like, I don't know why, like, I love her look. In all her little bullshit outfits she wears, like those fishnets and like the hips and the, showing her ass and her ass is eating the thong. Like I am into it. When she walked out of that her little party that she had at her house,
yeah,
where the girls were dragging
the pretty
her
little
jackets.
What was it? The pretty little mess party?
I forgot. No,
pretty little thing? Wasn't it a pretty little thing?
Yeah. Honestly, when she came out in that outfit, I said, "Damn." Like, I don't know if I would do it, but I appreciate that she did it.
You're not subscribing to her OnlyFans?
No, I'm not. I don't want to see her feet.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And like her sending her feet to the jailman, security guy. Well, like it makes him feel good. So like, why wouldn't I do it? I'm like, because you're Larsa Pippen.
Listen, charity work. You have to give to the people, and the people want her feet.
She's making that $10,000 a day.
Listen,
now, I know you know about that. Okay,
I was like, when I heard that, I was like, I'm about to go on my I'm about to start my OnlyFans. Let's get it.
Alexia said, "No, baby, you're selling more. You're making $10,000 a day.
Mike.
You're not putting what you put on your Instagram. You're really showing them."
I think she's selling, like, she's getting risque with it in the
DMs.
Like yeah, it's in the DMs. It's not posted on the feed.
No.
How would you say she's had a glow up, or you're not a fan?
I would say she's had a glow up. Yeah, she has like the Kardashian clout.
I would say it's a glow up too. Yeah. I just think we need to tone down the filler in the face and the lips. I don't like overdone lips. To me, the lips are just a bit much. Boobs look great. Body looks great. Face looks good. I love that we've enhanced the brows. I love that the hair is popping. I just think the lips and the face are just a little overdone.
Because season 1 looks very like she just looks like a normal girl.
I think what it is they're not used to being on camera, but they're used to getting plastic surgery. And so when they found out that they were doing the show, they all got done. They all got extra filler, and now they're seeing it. And like Lisa, we're toning it down because now we know we overdid it. But even like on OC, like Shannon did like 6 vials of filler just in her cheeks, and that was like insane.
Yeah, because they're not used to like they don't know what works with the camera yet. They're like adjusting it. Yeah, but I mean also like Lisa,
in person and in camera are two completely different.
But I mean Lisa's done this. She did the show for 3 seasons. Like you didn't know, girl. Like,
but that was 8 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
You age in 8 years, so then you're like, oh, I'm more insecure about this. Let me do that. Let me get a monkey face because I want to inject my smile lines.
Not a monkey face. Oh my God. These girls are gonna drag you.
Okay, seasons 1 through 3. You were a true OG fan.
Yeah, totally.
So you watched from like season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, but season 1 though, it was probably like my least favorite until like, and also Christy, like, is that even a thing? Like, who wants her back?
See, I loved Christy because one, because her name reminds me of one of my favorite dishes, which is crispy rice, and 2, because she delivered. Like, she was the perfect villain on that show, and she was just so catty and so. Like, she was great.
I don't know. I don't feel like she just didn't. I feel like she should have been like a friend of.
No, I thought she was great.
No, I don't. I mean, listen, you're the only one. You're her one follower.
I'm her only fan.
Oh, literally the only fan because they didn't bring her back after that. You never heard from her ever again. And also, like, do we have an update, like an Oprah? Where are they now?
Yes, we do. And it's in the form of Not All Diamonds and Rosé by Dave Quinn. Why have you not read this book?
I don't know. I need to read it, though. But wait, they actually talk about this girl in there?
They're all in it. Well, I mean, who's not in it? Well, at least Alexia's in it. Lisa is in it. Marisol's in it. Adriana's in it. Larsa's in it. Leah Black is in it. Christy's in it.
Started on Leah Black. Like, where is my girl?
Okay, we'll get... Okay, so let's...
Oh, God.
I feel like...
She said no.
Well, actually... Let's start with we'll stay on Christy then. Christy didn't come back because apparently there was an issue with her ex and he wasn't allowing her or the kids to film the show. But I don't really remember her kids being a part of the show.
Wait, she was asked to come back?
She was asked to come back.
Really?
The producers wanted to bring her back, but there was some issue with her being able to film the show. And her husband or her ex-husband, the NFL player, he was the one that wouldn't allow something, and then she wasn't able to film, so they had to let her go. And then Larsa left after season 1 because they claim, or Larsa says, like, she didn't want to do the show. I don't know if I believe that.
I mean, she did have Pippen money, and that's good money.
Yes, but she didn't have fame. And when you're on a show, like, it's a whole different... Like, I really don't believe many... Like, maybe 2% of housewives that leave the shows actually leave because they want to leave and are quitting.
Yeah, it's like their husbands or, like, something or the other.
Or they get fired. I feel like most of them are fired. I feel like... I mean, they probably saw that Larsa and Christy were not the most likable, and they didn't fight to keep them on.
Well, also, like, not even that, but, like, I think that Larsa, well, she's had to glow up, like, career-wise and relevancy-wise. Because, I mean, back then, I didn't even know who Larsa was. I was like, Larsa Pippen, okay, she's, like, someone's wife. But
the Kardashians put her on the map.
Yeah, like, that you could... She needs to, like, send them a basket. A thank you basket. Because, honestly, they gave her a career.
They gave her more... They gave her an ass, too.
They gave her some titties.
They gave her a lot.
Oh, they gave her a lot. She basically just, like, took a picture of their plastic surgeon and was like...
Make me like Kim.
Them. Yeah.
But even her personalities changed from season 1. Like in season 1, I feel like she was very into herself. Like she was literally her biggest fan. And now she can afford, you know.
I mean, my whole thing too is like, I mean, I feel like she's also like a good mom too.
No, yeah.
I don't think she's a bad mom. Didn't she drop like 10 grand on that little girl taking her to that store? And
yeah,
I was like, damn.
She was also like big on the nannies and like finding the right nanny, and she was like a twat to the nannies.
All right, I can see it. I feel like she's a good mom though, so that makes me happy.
Okay, fine. We'll give her that. Christy, I thought was a great villain. I was fine with her leaving though, because then they introduced the new girls. Mama Elsa.
Oh my God. I'm gonna cry.
Really?
No, I'm just
Wait, I made a joke on Instagram and a lot of people got really mad at me because I have a face vibrator It's a massager that helps just kind of get all the lymphatic drainage out of your face so you're not puffy. And so I was using that because I learned about
drainage?
it. Yeah.
Say it again, but slower.
Lymphatic drainage.
It's hot. Sexy as fuck.
Okay, great. Noted. I was doing my lymphatic drainage.
Oh, that's right.
Per Queen Kathy Hilton. And I made a joke saying that I was face massaging so that I don't look like Mama Elsa one day. And people got really mad at me about that.
Well, I mean, it was very botched surgery. Like, I don't think.
I know. That's what people were like. She didn't mean to look like that. They put cement in her face, which it wasn't cement, it was silicone.
Oh, no. But honestly, she was the matriarch. She was.
No, she was great. I love Mama Elsa. I have no disrespect to her, even with my bad joke. She was the best mom out of
all the franchises. Like, she was that bitch. I'm sorry. She was the
Nobody
funniest.
has a good one. I think the only one that like tried to have a mom moment was Deandra on Dallas. But like.
Okay, I will tell you, Dallas, I watched like the first season and maybe half of the second season, and I fell out of it.
Yeah.
Like, Brandy's husband treating her like shit. It just wasn't interesting enough for me. I didn't really care. Like, the guy, that's another one's husband who he doesn't love you, girl.
No.
But yeah, Dallas. Oh, and what's her name? The crazy one.
Leanne.
Leanne. Yeah, the one that was popping off all the fucking time. Oh my God. Like, I don't know. It got old. I'm surprised it didn't last 5 seasons, right?
It lasted 5 seasons before they had the big racism scandal and kind of like had to take it off the air.
Racism scandal?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Cameron Westcott and Tiffany Moon were fighting and it got
racial.
Dark. It got racial at the end of season 4.
Oh God, there it goes. You can't do that.
It got racial with Leanne and with one of the other housewives, and that was a whole scandal. So then they got rid of Leanne, or Leanne quit. And then there was another racism scandal the following season with their first Asian house. Or no, she wasn't the first Asian housewife because one of the original girls was Asian. But they brought in a new Asian housewife,
right.
And she fought with Cameron, who's white, and it was a big thing.
No, I'm in it, but it is.
And then the husband jumped in, and the husband's brother jumped in. It got real messy and real dark real fast. So they kind of had to ice it for a bit. But they are hoping that it's like Miami and will eventually get revived on Peacock. But Mama Elsa, I thought, was great. Loved watching her. Loved her dogging out Larsa, saying that her marriage isn't going to last, and then it didn't last.
Oh yeah, no, I think there's like some truth to like Mama Elsa's. Well, there was truth to her like psychic abilities.
She was not a psychic, a clairvoyant.
Oh God, remember when they
kept calling her a psychic?
Remember in the older seasons when they brought that guy and she was like the psychic guy and she was like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And she was out there and like, can I hold your hand? She was just like, no, I don't work that way.
She was great.
She was a gem.
I loved her cleansing her energy in the rocks. And her outfits, dancing in her kitchen. I was like, yes.
She said, I'm a, how do you say? A witch.
Witch. I know. Someone DM'd me and they're like, she's a witch, but they spelled it WHICH, which is exactly how she said it. Like, she's pronounced it like that.
I'm a, how do you say to Marisol's guy that she was dating? I'm a, how do you say? What did he say? A witch. And he was just like...
She was great.
I'm in love with her. God, it's just not the same without her. It really
no,
isn't.
It's not. Okay, what about Karent?
Oh,
with the T at the end, Karent.
No, let me tell you. Okay, and I want her to see this. Karent, if you're watching this,
your name is, first of all, your name is spelled wrong. Your mama spelled your name wrong.
I cannot stand you. Your man didn't like you either, and I'm pretty sure you're not with him now. Also, he was cheating on you, and he definitely was talking to remind me of her name, the lawyer. Completely forgot her name. Oh my God.
Who?
From the OG seasons. The lawyer. She was a holder. God damn it. She had brown hair.
Anna.
Remember the whole thing where like he was hitting Anna up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, girl. Like, how fucking like naive are you? Like, when all these girls are telling you this, Anna has the receipts, the Facebook messages, the this or that. You think he's not cheating on you?
It's
even
a PR stunt.
Girl, your own parents
It's
didn't like
him. PR stunt.
And not to mention, Karent was a fame whore. She wanted to be on TV. The way she was like kissing up to God damn, what's the billionaire's name again? From the first 3 seasons, the white guy. Michael something. He's like a big socialite in Miami. God, I forgot his name. She's just a kiss ass. You're annoying. Please don't come back. I don't want to see you. I'm sorry.
No, I don't even think she was. No, she wasn't invited back. They fired her after that season.
Horrible.
They didn't even ask her back.
Who chose that? Who chose her?
I don't know.
Who sat in an interview with her?
The producers said that they liked that she was kind of like standing on her own. She wasn't married. She was a boss bitch in her own right because she was like a successful dentist. She was pretty.
No, she was sucking some soap star's dick that didn't like her. She wasn't that big of a boss.
In the book too, they talk about, or she talks about, one of them talks about how, I think it was Alexia, talks about how they wanted to, since they wanted to add diversity to the cast, so they wanted to bring in someone that was Mexican, and that's when she came up and she was in casting, and she's like, well, I happen to be dating a guy that's Mexican, so you should cast me because you want to introduce the Mexican culture, and then instead we ended up, introducing, cheating culture.
Karent with a T.
Karent with the T.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Next.
God damn it. Okay, let's just move on because honestly, my disdain for her.
Did you like Anna? Were you a fan of Anna?
I didn't mind Anna. Honestly, you know why I liked Anna? Because Anna and Alexia both remind me of my mom. Like Cuban American.
Yeah.
Anna's whole family, my family is like that too. Like we're English is our first language, but we also speak Spanish. So that whole saying the whole show I think has a soft spot for me because first of all I grew up in Miami and the way they talk Alexia mira she said this and that and whatever I can it's that Kendall South Miami accent and I just grew up with women around my entire life like that.
Yeah,
we all say certain little words in Spanish and then go in and out of English and we all talk like that down there. So I feel like Alexia and Anna remind me of how I grew up.
Yeah,
American but also with tons of Cuban influence and we just the whole Spanglish thing, and I just have I'm like, oh, that's my mom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. These girls are relatable for me.
It's interesting though because I did get a DM from Confidence by Quinn. Let's actually take one of these hot takes then. She sent this in to me, and she made a really good point that I think you're touching on.
Does she live in Miami?
I don't think she lives in. Let's see, where is she from? Does it say where she's from? No, it doesn't say where she's from. She probably doesn't want us to know where she's from. But anyway, here, let's play her.
Also, I think that Miami didn't succeed at first and was canceled because if you think about it, people weren't as open to different cultures as they are now. And now people are aware of themselves more and realize that, hey, we should be more open and accepting. Right. So I think Miami obviously was always amazing and still fantastic. Holy moly this season. But now people are more accepting of it after basically being told that you need to stop what you're doing, which is awful and we never should be that way. But I always loved Miami and probably always will.
I think she makes a good point of saying that the housewives that we were watching were either predominantly white or they were predominantly black. And so we were able to kind of just put them, or we were able to put Atlanta in the box of oh, this is the diversity show. And then we have all the other women that are the white shows, that people weren't ready for Latin cultures to be brought up on Bravo at that time.
Yeah. And I also think too that I don't know, Miami is a very, so it's one of the big cities and it's LA and Miami, New York, you know what I mean? But Miami has its own specific way of being. We have words that we use, that accent. You're only gonna get that that is only in Miami. And I think that it's also it's hard for people to relate to certain things. I feel in LA you can find someone because it's a mosh pit of people. Yeah. In Miami it's one specific thing, and I feel it's hard for the rest of America to relate to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not everyone in America is gonna know the certain words. Especially when Marisol and Alexia are talking and they go in and out of Spanish like that and they say certain things. I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally sitting at my auntie's house.
Yeah.
It's just it's very relatable for the people that live there and know it. But other people are probably that's interesting, but I don't know.
I think she has a point, and I think too, it goes to the fact that you're saying you loved Miami because you saw that representation of yourself on the show.
And they're dramatic Latinas. Those girls are crazy.
Yes,
I'm
and
crazy.
that's enjoyable and fun to watch, but I don't think that was the Bravo audience 8 years ago, 8, 9, 10 years ago when the show first premiered. That wasn't the Bravo audience, so people didn't necessarily want to watch. Like, I think the Bravo audience was predominantly white. It probably was becoming more, they were reaching more of the Black community through Atlanta, but it was kind of broken up into those two audiences where the Latin community, and probably because there are a lot more networks dedicated to shows that showcase more of like the Mexican culture, the Cuban culture. We have telenovelas. A lot of that is showcased on other networks and other channels that I think in this case, culturally, we just weren't ready for a show like this, because when you actually go back and watch Miami, it was pretty good. And I went and I looked at the ratings of the first 3 seasons, and they weren't bad. They were, for the most part, getting between 800,000 and a little over a million views per episode.
So please explain to me how, because I was riveted. Like, I'm telling you, like, I thought it was one of the best, drag me, one of the best franchises of Real Housewives ever. One of them, not the. And so them canceling it to me was so wild to me. I said, wait, there's not another season?
I think so for today's metric and standard, 800,000 to a million. Some of them were even getting like 1.3 million. But for today's standard, that's fair. New York was getting 800,000, this most recent season. Beverly Hills.
They need to cancel New York. I'm sorry. That shit's tired. It's annoying. It's not interesting.
It needs a little facelift. Beverly Hills, dances around 1 mil. Like, they're not getting, back in the day, 10 years ago, the shows were getting 3 to 4 million per week.
Oh, so that was low for that.
That was low for that time. Whereas right now, it's standard to be bringing in, around 1 million viewers per week. That's par for the course for today's standards. But back then, that was relatively low. I don't know how. I think it really does go back to people just weren't interested in watching the culture in Miami and watching those women.
I actually have a question for you, though.
Yeah.
So how do they... Okay, so, like, I know, like, obviously, like, with the whole streaming, like, even Netflix, for example, like, when they are choosing to renew or not renew a show, like, so does it go based on numbers? So, like, how is Peacock gonna, like, know to bring it back? Like, how many people are streaming it? Like, how many
I guess
streams
it's through streams.
Do we know those numbers so far?
They don't release those numbers. None of the streaming networks release their numbers, which I find really interesting. But at the same time, like, I also don't know how the number, because even the way we track podcast numbers changes every week, where we have downloads, and then now there are like real downloads and impressions, and it changes every other month. So I don't know how it's tracked. I do know that they just greenlit a season 4 reunion, and everybody seems to love season 4. Like, the reception from it, from the fan viewer standpoint, seems to be popping.
So, like, if you were to go on a limb, you're pretty sure it's probably going to be, like, picked up.
Oh, it'll be picked up for another season for sure.
I know. That's fucking right.
And I like that it's on. I know you hate that it's not on TV. I like that it's on a streaming platform.
It's just, like, for me, because I don't know, like, again, I feel like I'm a fan of Beverly Hills and Atlanta and Potomac, right? But I feel like I'm really protective over these girls, because, again, it's like, when I see these girls on TV, like, this is my family. So I feel like so weird about them. It's like, I know them. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, do not talk about Miami like that. Like, and as long as you've known me, even before we even found out that Miami was going to be revived, I have been on a campaign for years.
So have they.
They have to bring this back.
They've been trying to. The Housewives.
Said the petition or whatever, like, to bring it back. I said, I know that's fucking right, because, like, it was one of the best. See, I'm sorry. Let me stop.
I still don't know how. It was so good that I don't know how we cut it off so early, like at season 3.
We just said, no, we're done.
But even the women said, I think even Leah Black in Not All Diamonds and Rosé was saying, she's like, we knew at the reunion that we weren't coming back for another season. The ratings weren't really stand out. They weren't really making any headlines, minus Joanna Krupa. But she's like, we just sensed the vibe that Bravo was kind of over Miami. And I think because it wasn't an immediate breakout hit like some of the other shows that they introduced. But to be fair, so when you get into what was going on at that time, so season 1 was not supposed to be a housewives show. They made it a housewives show at the last minute, had to take 6 months to restructure the show,
Is that why season 1 was kind of weird?
Yes. So it was
Gotcha.
shot. It was shot as a Socialites of Miami show, and Bravo, the executives were very specific that they didn't want the show to be filmed like Housewives, and their interviews weren't supposed to be filmed like Housewives either.
Yeah, they were weird.
And they were weird and disconnected. Like some of their interviews were like really kind of random places of the house, and then other interviews felt a little more Housewives, and it's because they had all of the footage already done for a show that wasn't Housewives, and then in the last 2 weeks of production, Bravo was like, no, we're just going to make it Real Housewives of Miami. So then they were anticipating it just kind of sitting for a while, and they weren't even going to air it for another several months until they found out the season of New York that was supposed to air wasn't ready yet, so they threw Miami up. So they only had 2 weeks to package together the show, do promotion before it actually aired. 2 weeks is not enough time to release a trailer and announce a new show and expect people to be interested in it.
Miami just got the shit end of the stick. Like,
it got the shit end of the
They
stick.
didn't execute it right. They didn't. I think that's probably had to do with the ratings also.
They tried. I mean, season 1 was a total flop. It only had 6 episodes plus the reunion. The reunion was a Watch What Happens Live reunion. So it was broadcast live. So that was a mess. So then they brought in a whole new production company for seasons 2 and 3.
Pop, right?
Got rid of the original showrunner, brought in somebody new, tried to structure it into a housewife show. And seasons 2 and 3 were where it really got good.
You know, it elevated. Like, their confessionals looked legit. Like, it was like, okay, this is the house. Because the first season, even to this day, I wonder, why does the first season look like this, like, riggedy show shot on an iPhone?
Yeah, and it was also, like, there was no real storyline to it. Like, the only storyline in season 1 was Christy crashing Leah Black's gala, and that was like the big central storyline of those 6 episodes.
Not the Black Foundation gala. Let's get it. Okay. Can we get tickets?
No,
I'm showing up with bells.
You can get
bitch.
tickets.
When I tell you what, I'm coming.
You have to pay for it though. You have to pay for the tickets. You can't get them comped.
I'm getting in free. You know, she actually back in the day, she would always like reply to my tweets and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because she wasn't famous.
That's my white mother. That's my Caucasian mother. And I love like when they do like, especially Atlanta, like I love like when the whole cast is like one ethnicity and then they throw in the one white girl.
Yeah. That's like totally lost in the mix. Yeah.
I mean, Joanna might as well have been a Latina. She was.
Did you like Joanna? So Joanna, they brought her in. She was part of the reboot that they brought in season 2. I thought Joanna was great. She was one of my favorites. I thought
she was it.
She was gorgeous. She was dramatic. She was a hustler. She had the sister. She was a mess. She had her sister that also brought depth to her storyline. Marta was a hot fucking mess. Her fiance was cute. It was weird that he never wanted to fuck her though.
Right, because
I would be banging Joanna regularly if that were my girl.
No, like they were both hot, like both of them. Like I mean, honestly, like that's an OnlyFans I would pay for. Like,
right?
I would love to watch them have sex. Like both of them.
Are you into straight porn?
Like I am, but I only look at the guys though. Like it's weird.
Really?
Like, I will watch straight porn, but I'm not into like. It's only because like I'll see like a hot guy that I'm like, oh, I need to watch that.
I would prefer straight porn over gay porn.
But then after like a little bit, I'm like, oh god, I can't watch this girl play with her puss anymore. I'm done. Like I just
my favorite porn is watching a guy eat a girl out. That's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know, recently I was watching this squirting thing. Wow, we're going off track. Oh my god! I'm sorry, mom. You know my mom's gonna be watching this.
Okay, sorry, mom.
And I'm over here like talking about like squirting porn.
We're not gonna talk about squirting porn. But if Joanna and her fiance made squirting porn, I would watch that.
No, I would watch it. Like her and Roman, I'm here for it. Also, by the way, so I heard that. Well, she has a kid now too, and she's married to like this very nice.
She lives in Poland now. Yeah. She left. So her and Roman lasted quite a while before they recently, I think 2018 is when they ended up getting divorced. And then she found a new guy, had a baby, and now they live in Poland.
So her and Roman finally got married?
They got married on the show. Season 3 finale was their wedding.
Wait, was it? Oh my God, I'm out of touch. I'm sorry.
Because remember season 3... So season 3 was the Adriana versus Joanna bridezilla, whose wedding's going to be better, and then the finale was Joanna's wedding.
Listen, Joanna snatched Adriana, and I said, I know that's right. Hit her.
How did you feel about the punch between Joanna and Adriana?
You talking about like when she was walking away?
Yeah.
At I forgot who's
the lingerie gala at Lisa's house.
I mean, was it really a punch? I don't know.
It was a hit.
I mean,
the producer said Joanna's head hit the camera. I watched it. I don't remember seeing it really hit the camera, but
Wait, no, hold on a minute. You have to no, because they both hit each other, but wasn't Joanna the one that threw the first one?
No,
Adriana was
no.
walking. No,
Our
Joanna was walking away.
No, Adriana was walking away. Joanna followed her, and then
Right.
Adriana turned around and hit her, and then they were fighting with the broom and going back and forth.
I know that's right. Knock her ass out. I know that's right. I know Joanna's like, she's after my heart. I'm telling that girl.
I love Joanna.
Apparently, she declined to be on it. Like, she just wasn't interested.
She wasn't interested. Okay, so after the season 3 ended, then it was revived on Peacock. They reached out to all of them. Joanna declined, which makes her like she lives and is in Poland now and like does TV in Poland. Like she doesn't need to come back to Miami to do Housewives.
She would have to like move back real quick.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, but it'd be worth it.
And she has a kid. No, I think her career is fine in Poland.
And it's so, but wait, and so what's Leah Black's tea? Because I can't imagine. She's Mosa.
I think with Leah, it was a money thing. It was a money thing, and it was the fact that they didn't guarantee that she would be full time. They didn't guarantee that she would hold a mojito.
I know my bitch said, I'm coming back, but I'm not going to be a friend.
Exactly. I think that's what it happened.
Make this very clear.
She says that like she just didn't see the show really developing into anything special, and she splits her time between Miami, but she's predominantly in LA. I think had they offered her a full-time spot and enough money, she would go to Miami during production and then head back to LA after that.
That woman is the matriarch, honestly, next to Mama Elsa of this show, and I think I would not be surprised if season 5 she's there. That show needs her. Like I need that voice, that shrill voice. No. Like I need all of her bullshit.
She was great.
All of her shit, all of her outfits. Her like, oh, that fucking diamond when she stood up and she was standing up, and Andy was like, all right, who told her to sit down? I think they all were like, sit down, sit down.
Okay, so let's get into season 4 casting. So Leah Black and Joanna both declined to come back. I think I would have loved to have seen them both come back. I would have loved Joanna. I think Joanna was great on the show. But I also get that like now she's just in such a different place of her life where she's like, I'm a mom now. And her career is popping in Poland. When you're in a whole other, when you upend your life to go back to your home country.
Yeah, true.
Like I think she's fine.
And she got herself a nice man.
Yeah, and she's got
I'm
a
sure
baby.
fucks her regularly, I hope.
Yeah, better than Roman.
Oh no, because just because let's talk about that just real fast. Just because like you're some big, hot, like huggy looking guy doesn't mean that the sex is good. Let me just tell you right now, the guy. Any guy that I talk to like that, even just like the kid, they're just like stones. Like there's nothing there.
The attractive guys are usually the ones that are bad in bed.
Horrible.
They don't know how to make out.
I know that's
They
right.
don't know how to do anything.
I know that's fucking right. Ooh.
That's why I'm always surprised when I find somebody that's cute that like actually knows what they're doing. I always have a low bar.
You have to know, and then it's just like you need a little cushion too, because sometimes it's a little too hard. And like that's not comfy whatsoever. Like a dad bod is good.
I love a dad bod.
It's getting okay. Sorry, we're off track.
Okay, so Joanna's out. Leah Black. I think what happened was they went back to all of the women, but told them we're not green lighting because Andy said that even the decisions to demote Marisol and Adriana weren't decisions they made until the end of the season. So I think all of the women came into it knowing that if their story developed, they would get full time, and if it didn't develop in the direction that Bravo was looking, or that Peacock was looking to take the show, then they would only be a friend of. And Leah wasn't willing to play that gamble.
So it's giving finale of RuPaul's Drag Race. We're all filming the ending, and you're gonna find out who makes a cut at the end. Well, does that mean that we all get the same paycheck then? Does that mean that if you're gonna take a gamble, that you're still gonna give me that check?
I think it was a contingency contract that shows you get paid this amount of money if you're full time and this much if you're not.
I mean, okay, I feel like though, I need to know who's making it because I don't want them fucking around with it this time around. So I need to know who's making the decisions at Bravo because, sorry guys, like I'm literally all over the place and I'm also cracked out on cold brew. My bad. I need to know who's making the decisions over there because first of all, Adriana, whatever, she needs to be full time. So who said that she wasn't interesting enough to make her full time is beyond me. But you're gonna make fucking Lisa and Gertie. I mean, Gertie's irritating enough, so I mean, I get it. But Lisa, that's the bitch you want full time.
I was a little surprised as to why we made Lisa full-time. I think Lisa doesn't bring, like, I get, because, so, like, let's talk about Marisol before we get into Adriana. Because with Marisol, the reason she was demoted after season 2 going into season 3 is because Mama Elsa wasn't as much a part of her storyline. And they said her most compelling story was that mother-daughter dynamic. And when Mama Elsa's health started to decline, there wasn't much more that Marisol had to offer the show that we hadn't already seen, because we saw her get married, we saw her get divorced. So season 3, there wasn't anything going on in her life that was, you know, exciting enough to follow that the fans would be really interested in.
Yeah, I feel that.
And they always said her strength was her relationship with her mom. So I guess that's part of the reason Marisol didn't get full time for season 4. She just doesn't have as much to bring as some of the other women. With Adriana, though, I feel like Adriana always has something to bring. However,
always.
I have seen, like, Brandi Glanville's a perfect example. She gives so much that they know they're going to deliver without having to give them the full paycheck.
Because it's almost like they're just like hungry to be on TV. Like,
yeah,
they know
and they know.
Show up.
She's going to show up. She's going to deliver. She's going to give us something. And we know she's going to give us the drama to the point where we don't need the storyline. And I think that's Adriana's downfall. She gives too much and she wanted it too much that to them, they were like, well, then we know she's going to deliver.
Like Marlo.
Yes, like Marlo. But Marlo finally got her peach.
Oh, my God.
Finally.
I don't mean to, like, you know, intersect housewife franchises here, but I am so excited about Marlo. Please leave it in the comments and just share how excited you are for that edition, because I'm telling you right now, that's going to bring the ratings up further. Because I need to see what Marlo is giving. Like,
we'll see.
Marlo is up there holding a peach. I said, I know that's right. She worked for that promotion. She put in the work.
She put in years of work to get that.
And apparently they were paying her really well to be a friend.
That's the type of work ethic people need. Like all these little fucking 19-year-olds that want an executive level job fresh out of college. I'm just like, listen, you got to put the work in. And Marlo is exactly. And Marlo is the perfect example of what happens when you know, slow and steady wins the race. Keep showing up, keep delivering, and eventually you will be rewarded. Nene is not the example because she ended up really burning herself in the end.
Leave my girl alone. Look, but back to Marlo though. I feel like I've always viewed her as a peach holder, regardless.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, she was getting paid like very well to be a friend of that show. Like she was getting them coins for doing that.
Yeah.
Because if I were her, I would be like, okay, like every season, I'd be like, fine, you don't have to give me a peach. I need more on this check. Because without Marlo, I mean, really.
Yeah.
Where is Housewives of Atlanta without Marlo? Could you imagine?
I hear ya.
I can't imagine that bullshit.
Oh. Okay, let's talk about the new girls. Gertie, Julia, Nicole. Are you a fan? I think the only one I really like is Nicole.
I like Nicole.
She's likable. Yeah, she's likable.
And she's a pretty bitch. You know, I stand.
She's likable. She's pretty. She's funny. Mm-hmm. She has storyline. She has her dad that she's bringing in, showing up to lunch drunk. Like,
not sure about her husband, but
she's bringing it.
Not sure about her. Sorry, her partner. I'm into her being progressive with the whole like talk, because like for a Latin woman to be talking about like marriage being antiquated is like a big deal. Like, yeah, because you know, listen, one thing about Miami and like Latin culture is that there's a lot of like, I don't know, I feel like Latin women and men and stuff like that, like they'll act like they're with the shits until it hits personal to them. Yeah. Until like one of their kids is gay or like something like that, and then they go back to that like old Spanish way of thinking. Yeah. You know, and like I'm just happy that she is like so progressive, because like for a Latin woman living in Miami, to be like, oh, like marriage is antiquated, this is my partner, this, that, and the other. Like, I love that. Yeah. I feel like it's pushing the bar and I'm into it. Gertie's
doing the most.
Oh, it's just not giving. She's very irritating. God bless her husband. It's awful. That poor man does not want to leave that man alone. He does not want to be on TV. And I'm sure he loves
Gertie.
her. I'm sure. I could tell you that man loves her for sure. But you could tell he just does not want any parts of that camera.
Gertie.
Get it out of my kitchen. Let me go play my video games. Gertie, I will say this, though. She's highly irritating, but she serves them looks in those confessionals. Let me tell you, skin game on point. Look, Gertie, girl, you are giving it to me look-wise. Just keep your mouth shut.
She's delivering. I will say. She's not the most likable, but she is delivering. I don't like how much she dislikes Adriana, though. Only because I feel like as Adriana's an OG, I kind of like feel protective over Adriana.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Gertie coming after her, but I feel like Adriana could handle her. I want Adriana to punch her though. Adriana needs to get some blotting, some blotting pads. I feel like she's a little shiny and she's not really accentuating her full beauty this season.
I agree. Adriana, she has like there's some angles that the camera catches her at sometimes, and also her hair looks like she just woke up.
Okay. Can we talk about her hair in her recent confessional? The braid does not match her hair. Like it is like 5 shades off from her actual hair.
I'm not mad. She still looks pretty though. Like I'm not.
She
mad.
looks pretty in this picture and in this angle, but the hair is bad. That is not like you can totally tell that's a totally fake hair piece.
No, for sure. Yeah, she doesn't have braids in her hair. Yeah.
But the coloring is drastically. It doesn't match her regular color, nor does it match her highlights.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
It's bad.
You think so?
It's bad.
Listen, Adriana's never been like one of those like cast members that I look for like looks.
She's not a Dorit. There's no glam.
No, that's my other girl.
I loved Dorit.
Couldn't stand Dorit. Could not stand her when she first
loved
came on the
her
show.
since day one.
Why is this girl here? But I have grown to love her. And when I tell you, Dorit, if you ever want to do lunch, hit me up because girl, it is just giving everything I need. Like I literally am in love with you now, but I could not stand you at first.
Loved her from the beginning.
Growth.
Julia. I'm bored with her. I'm not interested in her. I think she could have been a friend of. I think she's very uninteresting.
Wait, oh my God. I keep saying Lisa, but I'm
not. You keep calling her Lisa, but she's Julia.
Oh my God, no, I'm so sorry, Lisa. You're like one of my favorites.
I was wondering why you were dogging Lisa, because I was like, I thought you liked Lisa.
Oh my God, wait, you have to edit this like in the beginning.
No, we're not. No,
you have to. No, oh my God, now she's gonna think that I was talking shit about. No, Lisa is one of my favorites. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Julia.
At the beginning, you were talking nicely about Lisa, and I know you're a Lisa fan, so I was a little surprised when you started dogging her recently.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Disregard everything. Wow. Drag me.
No, but I was a little surprised as to why they brought Lisa in over, why Lisa from the original 3 seasons, or the original season 2 and 3, why they brought her in over Adriana and Marisol. I stand by that comment. Like, I think Lisa's great, but I don't know why of those options, Lisa, like, I know why Alexia got her full-time spot
definitely
back.
over Marisol. Lisa over Marisol.
Lisa over Marisol, sure, I'll give you that. Yeah. But not Lisa over Adriana.
No, definitely not. But I mean, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, Lisa is like literally one of the best. No, Julia. But I feel like in my previous comments, like fast forward, like rewind this, I feel like I was saying like Lisa and like saying that she was a lesbian. Yeah. So I think everyone knows that I got it. Yeah. I was calling her Lisa. Wow.
I don't think you did it. I think you only did it a couple of times. That's fine.
Damn. Okay. So Julia, why? Not even as a friend of.
I think I would be okay I would be more accepting if she were a friend of. I think they made her full-time because she was a lesbian, and this is the first lesbian couple we've had on the show.
The only reason.
So they were like, yeah.
No, it's the gay card, and I love the gay card. Look, I play it whenever I can. But I will tell you, no, that it's because she's a lesbian. That's it. It was polarizing.
There's nothing
not polarizing,
interesting.
but it was just like they wanted to like make it like the first, and they did it.
They should have given Adriana the full-time spot and then used Julia for the lesbian, because that they keep pushing that on the show this season, that like there's these lesbian overlap tendencies with Adriana, especially now that she's single. But like Julia's married to Martina.
Oh,
with her art.
Baby, Miss Martina. You know what? Let me not say too much.
Okay, let's talk about Alexia then.
My girl. That is my girl.
MVP of the season.
Period.
Gives us looks great. Has money.
I know that's right.
Hot husband.
Period.
Vulnerable, honest, giving, delivering everything.
I'm not sure about Tom. His name's Tom, right? I forgot.
Yes. Her gringo boyfriend, Tom.
Right. Love that. That's how all Cubans are. Like when they get with a gringo, it's like this, like they have to announce it to the world. Like, oh, I'm with a gringo. I can't believe it. Oh my God. But he's a little that's the love of your life. I'll respect it. Great. But I don't like the way that he talks to her like her son.
He's better than Herman.
Oh,
and
no,
his gay lover.
No, I'm sure. Oh, listen, when they flashed the picture of Herman's gay lover, Herman was the bottom.
Yeah?
Herman was taking it. 100% he was taking it. But I digress. But back to Tom. Okay. He's just a little too like machismo for my taste. And on top of it, but the Cuban girls love that shit. So, and I don't like the way that I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to get into someone's family, I feel like there's like a line that you don't cross with their kids. And I think like calling her, even though her sons are a little questionable, but not her son. Sorry, her son. Not
No, she has sons. She has 2 of them.
2 of them, yeah, but not
Frankie?
Not Frankie. Love Frankie. Like, I think what happened to him is horrible, and I have such a soft spot for him and like that whole situation. But I think that the way he was being like so insensitive when they were in that fight, and like like getting on, like just calling him a loser, and it's not Frankie but the other one, and
Peter.
like I don't feel like when you're trying to marry into a family that you do that. Like, you're not their dad. The kids are growing already.
I think the hard part watching that dynamic, it's hard because I've seen it from both sides. So my brother has autism, and so, you know, my mother is no longer with my brother's father. She's in a new relationship. So I've seen the outsider come in. And I think that sometimes it's helpful to have an outsider come in when there's, you know, a child with special needs, because they have a very different perspective. And I can understand how it can very easily seem like you're enabling certain behavior. Or
for
just
him to say, like, you guys don't do anything for him, like, and Alexia was right, like, you don't know what this didn't happen to you, it happened to us.
Yes, and the other part is there's history to it. You know, when you're coming into that family dynamic, you don't know the history, you don't know everything that everybody has done prior to that. So I was able to look at it from both sides, and I understand that he was coming from a loving place, even though his delivery was terrible. But I also like that whole scene was really gut wrenching because I've been in that situation dynamic before, that it hit home, and I love that she's willing to put that all out there. I love that all of them are. Peter was willing to do it. Tom was willing to do it, you know.
Oh, no, I don't know. Like, maybe he'll grow on me. I don't feel like he's like a bad guy. I just think that he's. I don't think
he's a bad guy.
I feel like that he's very his delivery sucks. I'm like, oh God, I have the same problem. Like my delivery on some shit. I tell you what, but like I think that for him, like, I don't know, he just shouldn't have said certain things. And he was really hard, especially the whole, like, you guys don't do anything for him over and over again. It's like, that's not, if that happened to one of your little daughters, you'd have a totally different perspective. So I appreciate your opinion from the outside. You're also not living it. So please also mind your business too.
You're not living it. You haven't been in it. You don't know the history of it. You know, it's easy to judge from the outside.
Right.
But unless you've been there, lived it, and experienced it, it's different.
Yeah. I'm open to him growing on me.
I
think it was good with
grow.
Alexia, it's good with me.
I love Alexia. I think Alexia is the queen of Miami.
Not
if we don't have Leah Black and we don't have Mama Elsa, then we're giving the crown to Alexia.
But can we talk about Larsa when they went to Wynwood Pride, talking about the LG.
Oh, she couldn't get it right. Yes.
The LGBT. That's it, right? I was just like, bitch. I was like, come on, like
LGB. It was
the LGBs.
At that point in time, it was only 4 letters. Now it's like 12 letters. But at that point in time, there were only 4 letters, and it wasn't hard to fuck it up. Yeah.
I said the LGB, the D. It's the no. I love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Love them.
And Alexia and them and fucking Marisol, like them showing up to Pride. I don't know, like that whole thing. Their entrance was just like them looking around, like, all right. I love seeing like middle-aged women at Pride events.
So good.
Yeah. There's like something about that dynamic that just makes me like giggle. I don't know. It's like seeing my mom at a Pride. It's like funny.
Any other closing thoughts about Miami? We do have another hot take from Parker.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to give my RHOM hot takes. I miss Joanna and her alleged smelly vagina so much. I love her. And I miss Leah too, and hopefully Leah will come back. I know Joanna will never come back. I'm loving all the friends. I'm loving all the new girls, actually. Kiki, Gertie and her husband are so cute. Julia I like a lot, but I think her relationship with the thirsty Adriana might cause Martina to file for divorce. I like Nicole and her now fiance. Congrats to them. Lenny and Lisa need a divorce, and hopefully Lisa will get a big financial settlement.
Oh, that's right.
I'm happy that she got her kids. Alexia, I feel so bad for her, but her son is trash. Peter's trash. And Todd needs to work on his delivery. And I'm trying to keep it under a minute. I think that's all. All right, thanks.
Okay, so Todd,
Peter,
not Tom. We were saying Tom, but his name is Todd.
Peter is
I'm pretty sure we already got dragged in the comments for saying Tom.
Peter needs to get his life together. And stop. He's living on money right now. He needs to get his life together.
I heard about him punching the homeless man or kicking the homeless man.
That's OG.
And at first, I thought that it was like, oh, he like got into a fight. I mean, downtown, like you can easily get into a fight with a homeless person. Sometimes they're not all there. That like it's easy if you engage, you can get in a fight.
Yeah.
I thought he got in a fight with them and happened to hit them. I didn't realize until I was watching back Miami, I think it was season 3, that he approached a homeless man, kicked him in the balls, and then recorded it and posted it on YouTube, and then that's how he ended up getting arrested for that.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was I was like, okay, he got in a fight. That probably wasn't great, but when I found out that like he filmed it and uploaded it to YouTube and was laughing about it, I was like, okay, now that is rough. And then now he's arrested. He got arrested again recently for domestic violence with his girlfriend, which he says he's innocent.
No,
he's maintaining his innocence.
I don't believe it. I think he's a hothead. I also think that he has no diction when he speaks. There's something wrong with him. For sure. There's 100% something that's wrong with him. Like, he's not all there.
Yeah.
Even when he talks to her and stuff like that. And this woman, like, loves him. Like, and another thing I can relate to. And it's a Cuban mom, too. I'm telling you, this is different when you're a Cuban mom. Like, you could, like, murder someone. And it's like, no, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, and I feel bad for her because, like, she just, oh, God, I wish he was better to her. I do. I just don't. I don't like their dynamic. I don't like the way he treats her. I don't like how he's so dismissive. Like, she's like obsessed with him. You can tell.
Yeah.
And like, I just don't. I'm glad she has Frankie.
Oh, I love Frankie.
I'm glad
her scenes with Frankie. I loved her recent when she was at the nail salon. Where was it? It was at the nail salon, right?
They're little, like, they have a business.
Yeah, and
Frankie's or whatever.
Yeah, and they were and the guy, they were talking about like something smelling like ass, and she's like, I've never smelled ass, and he's like, you've never eaten ass, and she's like, no, but I've had my ass eaten. And then Frankie's like, what? And she's like, oh my God, I forgot Frankie was here. That was funny. Oh my God, that was cute.
I mean, who hasn't had their ass eaten? No, but like, yeah, I don't know. Peter is and that whole, oh my God, that cringy scene of them eating at Versailles, that restaurant that they were at. It's like a famous Miami Cuban restaurant. I've been there so many times. I was like, oh my God, I can't. But yeah, like that, it was a cringy scene. The way that he was talking to her, he seemed like he was like on something.
Yeah.
Like he acts like a tweaker.
He probably is.
Like, he's doing more than smoking weed. I'm sorry. Like, allegedly. Like, I don't know. Like, he's doing way more than that. I smoke all the time. Okay. And like, I'm telling you right now, you don't act like a tweaker like that.
Yeah.
He's like, that's giving like heroin-y, weird, like vibes. And you know what the funny part is? That he's not a bad looking guy.
No, he's not.
Before he was on it, I was like, oh, okay, come on.
Especially in season 1 when he was like trying to be a model and an actor. I was like, okay.
I feel like he could have been.
He could have been, because the acting scene isn't as competitive in Miami, that like if he really tried to pursue something, he could have really gone with that. No,
he could have just used the clout from the show, got on some tween fans, and came out to LA and like done stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like he like threw it all away because he looks like Noah Centineo when he's not on drugs. Yeah, he has that look. You know what I mean? So like, I don't understand like again, he's got issues. And I feel bad for Alexia. I feel like everything, like, she was crying about it. She was like, everything happens to me, and it's true. Everything happens to her, and somehow she still looks sickening. She
carries it. She looks great doing it. I love Alexia. I think she is definitely the breakout. I mean, again, without Leah Black and without Mama Elsa, Alexia is really the star of the show.
No, I'm glad that she has this show and that she's getting clout because...
Some RESPECT. Well, she's always kind of gotten that. I feel like even in season 3 after Frankie's accident in season 2, like she always kind of, was given that respect. But any closing thoughts about Miami?
Bring it back. And
it's back.
Bring it back like again.
Oh, keep it going.
Clean house a little bit. You're working out the kinks. Maybe you can keep Nicole.
We can keep Nicole. I don't mind if we keep Gertie. Like, I feel like there's more to explore with Gertie. I feel like we can definitely lose Julia.
She pisses everybody off, so they're going to keep her.
Yeah.
Because she's polarizing. She's annoying. She pisses everybody off. No one likes her there. Adriana said it. No one here likes you.
I don't see Leah coming back. Right.
Huh?
Well, Martina said, I like her.
Oh, Martina would.
Martina would.
Martina would like her. Martina's a vibe. That's a man, Maury. Martina. She got a bigger dick than me.
And the lie detector determines.
That's a man. Martina is the dominant one. Ooh, Martina ain't wearing no heels. When I told you, I said Martina is emasculating me. But anyway, that's my closing thoughts. Clean house a little bit. Get rid of some people. Give Adriana her mojito back. She's thirsty.
Yeah. Adriana
That's it.
deserves it.
Yeah.
We don't need to give Marisol the mojito. She can be a friend of. I'm cool with that. She's still going to be there and give us good confessionals without needing that.
I feel like don't keep Marisol on the show, give her all the scream time, but maybe not make her hold a mojito. But then also, like, I wouldn't mind. Like, I feel like Marisol's one of those cast members that's going to hold a mojito just because she's there by default.
Yeah.
She's grandfathered in.
Yeah.
There's no mind. I feel like I have to see Marisol somewhere.
Yeah. If not Mama Elsa, we need Marisol.
Yeah. There's just OGs. And Leah Black needs to come back.
Marisol could inject some silicone in her face and become the new Mama Elsa.
That's so rude. No, Leah
I'm
Black
gonna
needs to come
get
back.
dragged for that.
Leah Black, where are you? Please come back. Also send 2 tickets to the Black Foundation Gala because I'm pulling up.
I believe you're gonna get it. All right, what are your socials? Where can people keep up with you and slide into your DMs?
I know that's fucking right.
OnlyFans?
No, I don't have one of those.
Not yet?
I am unfortunately not selling feet, but I do plan on doing a collab with Larsa soon. Up in Palm Beach in Boca.
Okay, pimp yourself out.
Okay. You can follow me at DAlexander Music, and that's at DAlexander Music, period. No period, just, you know what I mean.
Period with the T at the end, like Karent.
Period.
Like Karent.
That's awful.
All right, thank you guys for listening to hashtag No Filter with Zack Peter. That's me. You can give me a follow at Just Plain Zack all over the internet, or follow the show at No Filter with Zack. We always have fun hot takes, so you're gonna want to go and give me a follow. Give Daniel a follow. D Alexander Music, right?
Yep.
Is there new music coming?
Oh no, yeah, well that is coming, yeah, for sure. The video should be out by mid-February, but you'll see like little announcements on my Instagram and all that. But we're in the editing process now, and it's gonna be popping, so stay tuned. And you better flash my handle at the bottom of the screen.
I will. Okay, well you'll get pimped out. Don't worry.
I'm that girl, okay?
You will get pimped out. Don't
also,
worry.
oh my God, excuse like all my little awkward looks. I'm just like I'm like, where do I look? Like we're looking at an iPad, we're looking here. So if you guys see me looking like, what's his name?
You did fine.
Like a tweaker, I'm sorry.
Like Peter.
Like Peter, yes. Oh my God, I look like him right now. Sorry.
All right. I hope you guys snag some fizzy Housewives-inspired rosé for yourself. Again, packing a punch at 14% alcohol by volume, but less than a gram of sugar. Head over to nofilterwine.com. Rosé is available, and the new fizzy white will be launching very, very soon, probably before Daniel's music, because it's been years since he's released anything.
Oh, bitch.
The shade. All right. Thank you guys. Love you. Mean it. Bye.